sir.
Hi.
May I ask you a question?
Sure.
Because we were sitting there and saw that you were, what's it called again in English? Well, your apparatus flying around.
Yes.
Your drone flying around.
Yes.
I'm from the Netherlands, by the way, so
okay.
I'm new here. And do you need a permit or something like that to fly? And you don't? Do you have a license in order to prove you're able to fly a thing like this?
Buy and fly it.
Buy and fly.
Pretty much.
Hey guys, so I'm going to take you out on a ride with me today. As I said in my build video, I'm going to do some of the PCH, Pacific Coast Highway. I live in San Clemente, so I'm pretty close to a nice section that's pretty popular to ride. It's more of a city slash coastal area, coastal city video, so this isn't like rural PCH like it is up north. Basically there's 3 sections of PCH that I really like. This one is more of a city one where there is quite a bit of traffic, so you're not going to be going very high speeds, but it is still, pretty good as far as the views go. There's a lot of shops and just, really notorious beach towns that I'm going to be going through. So I'm going to take you through there. I wanted to give you guys a quick update as well on my bike and some of the things I've been doing. I haven't made a whole lot of changes, but as I said in my first build video, I told you guys that I'm going to be updating you as I do changes, and I do plan on doing more and more things on my bike as time goes on. One thing that I changed that I get asked a lot of questions about is my mirrors. I had my mirrors originally mounted to my fairing. What I found with my bars is that the viewing angle wasn't very good. I had to really slouch down and look underneath the bars to see what was behind me, and that was kind of distracting. So I took those off and I added these dome mirrors. These are a Harley-Davidson mirror. I'll link a part number to them down there so you guys can see exactly what mirror they are. I think they're called Harley-Davidson dome mirrors or something like that. That, and I added some highway pegs, and so yeah, basically just stretch out a little bit. I get asked a lot of questions, especially taller guys, if the bike fits me okay. And with the combination of the bars and the BMC seat that I did, the bike fits me pretty good. My knees are still elevated a little bit more than I'd like, but that's just kind of one of those things that you deal with. But on the long rides, it's nice to be able to stretch out with a couple highway pegs on there. Recently, me and some of my friends went up to Monterey, and I actually lost all the footage to that video, unfortunately. I had a ton of video going up the coast of California and going up to Monterey, but I lost it all, so it is what it is. One thing that I did order that I'm pretty excited about, I ordered a windshield from slipstreamer.com, and they're pretty cool because they can customize the windshield however you want it. And so I got a pretty cool windshield. This says Laidlaw's HD on it. So I'm going to make that switch right now. That's another change that I'm going to be making right now. So I got it still pretty short, although it is a little bit higher than the one I have on there right now, just to try to give me a little bit more wind protection. and it smoked. And like I said, they can customize whatever graphics you want on the windshield. I just did a Laidlaw's HD, and it had the font done just like the Harley-Davidson on the side of my saddlebag to match it in white. So pretty cool. So I think the number one misconception about Pacific Coast Highway for people that aren't from California is I think everybody thinks that PCH just goes up right along the coast the entire way, and that's just not the case. So that kind of is one of the factors I factor in my 3 different sections of PCH that I recommend to people when they're riding on a motorcycle. And of course, in this video I'm just covering one of them, and this one probably has, well, not probably, but has the most traffic of the 3, but it's still pretty cool. It's definitely has a lot of iconic areas and really famous beach towns in it. So traveling north up the 5 freeway, I exited Highway 1, which is Beach City's exit, and that dumps you off into Dana Point. Dana Point's a pretty cool town, very beachy surfer town in South Orange County. So I'm riding through this right now. Right now I'm in the Lantern District. If you notice, all the streets are named after different lanterns, different colored lanterns: amber lantern, golden lantern. So kind of a cool town. And basically, this ride that I enjoy takes you all the way up to Huntington Beach. So PCH basically from Dana Point to Huntington Beach, and you can ride it north or south, is the first section of PCH that I really like. If you're looking for a lot of restaurants and sightseeing, like people seeing, and just a lot of like city activity, nightlife, this is a pretty good ride of the 3 different PCH routes. The second PCH route that I like is starting in Santa Monica, and you basically take it up to Santa Barbara, and I'll probably do that in a future video. And the third section of PCH that I enjoy is basically taking PCH up above Morro Bay and taking it all the way up to Monterey. And there's this section there of PCH that is like the most iconic, one of the most beautiful motorcycle roads in the country. And so that's the third one, is probably the most scenic and the most, just right next to the ocean, where you got the ocean on one side and basically the forests and the trees on the other side. So that's definitely the most remote of the 3 rides of PCH that I like. So I'm now coming up into, I think I'm going through Monarch Beach here. Actually, I think I'm in Laguna Niguel here. And as I go through Laguna Niguel, I'll be coming up to Laguna Beach. And on this video, guys, just for the sake of time, and that day there was just a ton of traffic in Laguna Beach. I didn't go all the way up through Newport. PCH really opens up and gets wide in Newport, and you can kind of air it out a little bit through that area. And then you go through Huntington Beach, which Huntington Beach is just kind of a notorious party beach town. So a lot of guys like to ride their bikes through there. Piece of advice though, if you plan on riding PCH through some of these towns, especially like Laguna Beach and Huntington Beach, loud pipes, you will get cited for them. most places in Southern California, you'll never get cited for loud pipes, especially when you get away from the coast. But for whatever reason, these coastal areas, people don't like the sound at all, and police officers will give you a citation for pipes. So definitely be warned of that. So right now the time of year is in March, and the weather was pretty dang nice this day. I think it was in the upper 60s, lower 70s. The weather is usually pretty good year-round in Laguna Beach, but in the summer it does get very, very crowded. So if you're visiting in the summer and you're going to ride PCH in this area, you're going to hit a lot of traffic. This area in Laguna Beach and in Huntington Beach near Main Street are the two areas of this ride where you're going to hit the very most traffic. So be warned, there is a lot of traffic going through Laguna Beach. So the beach that I stopped off at is called Aliso State Beach, and this is a pretty cool spot. It's more south in Orange County, but there's a lot of hidden beaches in Laguna Beach as well. If you pick up a guide or search the internet, there's a lot of really cool hidden beaches in Laguna Beach, but this is obviously a state-run beach, and so it's really, really easy to find. And there's a big parking lot as well. So I stopped off here, and I'm going to pull out the drone here and get you guys some drone shots of this area. And I also stopped here because there's a really cool restaurant that's biker friendly and one of my favorite local spots as well. So I'm going to be checking that out in just a second. Hi. Next stop, La Serena Grill. La Serena Grill is a pretty dang good restaurant. It's a Mexican food restaurant with a full bar in there as well. It's kind of a local spot. It's a little bit off the beaten path, and it's in a strip mall next to a CVS. So pretty dang good. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this ride up Pacific Coast Highway with me. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, like it. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and let me know what kind of videos you guys like to see in the future. Take care.